So what should you be doing when you go to the house? Like maybe that's where I need to start from. What you should be doing when you go to someone's home is you go to the home. Obviously, we don't want to talk about professionalism, be extremely professional. You put your you put your briefcase down or whatever, your laptop down at the table you're going to end up needing at. You have the seller walk you through the home. You say something, this is very important. You say, hey, if I had a buyer that's willing to pay cash for your home, or if I had a briefcase full of cash in my car right now, how much would you take for the home? And they'll tell you a number. If that number is a number that you, when you priced it at home before you got there, you know you can get it sold at, you say, oh, we can definitely get your home sold. If it's a number that's way out in the stratosphere, all you simply say is, how'd you come up with that number? Now you're just walking through the home, you're being nice, and they'll say, my neighbor sold for this, blah, 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 whatever. You're like, okay. So now you know what you have to do when you get back to the kitchen table, right? When you get back to the kitchen table, you're either going to have to share with them a very detailed plan on you already got the numbers, so the numbers don't lie. You just said that. When they see the numbers, they'll be able to know what's realistic. And so these three options you will present with them at the table. So if you know how much the home is worth, and they tell you the home is, let's say you knew the home was worth 400. And they say, well, I know my home is worth 375,000. You're like, oh, okay. And you are very good at pricing homes, then you would be able to offer them a cash offer at 70% of 400,000, right? 280,000. You don't know what their situation is. They might have to move, right? Mark Spain's doing it for a reason, y'all. He's spending millions of dollars advertising through Florida, Atlanta, North Carolina, all these other places, this program, right? Does he care? Is 50% of his business here? No. Doing this? No. He's probably closing 5 to 10% of his business on this program because he's putting everybody else on this program, 100% of market price. And then sell yourself. So a seller, you got to remember what other real estate agents are doing. How do you know what other real estate agents are doing? Just think about what you were doing prior to start training with me, right? They're coming in not even with 100% of market price. They're just coming in and saying, hey, here's what your home is worth. Let's get a realistic selling price. And then they're mad when the seller doesn't want to sell realistically, and they fight them on commission and get them down to 4 or 5%. You can go in and say, hey, we'll list it at whatever you want. I don't care what the commission is. And so let's do business. And here's 3 options versus just one. So imagine you going in with more tools in your tool belt off the rip.